Have you ever met someone in their 70s or 80s who seems completely at peace in their own company? No rush, no noise, just calm, quiet confidence. They don't chase attention. They don't fear silence. And yet, there's something deeply powerful about them. Today, we're diving into 9 extraordinary qualities of older people who prefer solitude. Qualities that are often misunderstood, but are, in truth, signs of deep strength, wisdom, and emotional mastery. If you're someone who enjoys your own company, or you've always admired those who do, this is for you. And if you find this video helpful, please subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss more meaningful life content like this. Let's begin with the first, and perhaps most important quality: self-awareness. Older people who embrace solitude are often deeply self-aware. They've spent decades looking inward, not to criticize but to understand. They know what brings them peace, what drains their energy, what matters and what doesn't. Take Margaret, for example, a retired teacher in her 70s. She told me how her mornings alone, with a cup of tea and a journal, became her most powerful moments of growth. Through reflection, she didn't just remember her past. She found clarity in her present. And this clarity gave her a calm confidence that made every conversation feel purposeful. Next is independence. Solitude and independence go hand in hand. Older people who enjoy their own space have often learned to solve their own problems, make decisions without external input, and trust their instincts. John, a 68-year-old widower, is a perfect example. After losing his wife, he started traveling alone, not to escape, but to rediscover. He books his trips, learns the local customs, and explores cities solo. Not because he has to, but because he chooses to. His stories of quiet train rides and silent mountain peaks are a testament to the strength found in self-reliance. Third, creativity. Solitude nurtures the creative mind. Without constant noise or distraction, the imagination has space to bloom. Many older people who enjoy alone time become deeply creative, whether it's through painting, gardening, writing, or music. I once met Mary, an 80-year-old artist whose home is filled with vibrant paintings. She shared that her most moving pieces weren't created during art classes, but during silent afternoons alone, when her soul could speak through color. That's what solitude does. It lets your spirit express itself without interruption. Now let's talk about a lesser-seen treasure: a rich inner life. Older individuals who enjoy being alone often think deeply. They reflect not only on their own experiences, but also on the world around them. This leads to profound wisdom and unforgettable conversations. Clara, a former librarian now in her 80s, told me stories that linked books to real life in ways I never imagined. She wasn't loud or flashy, but every sentence she spoke felt like a doorway into another world. People like Clara remind us that solitude often nurtures depth, not distance. And that brings us to emotional resilience. People who are comfortable alone often develop the ability to navigate grief, stress, and uncertainty with quiet strength. They've learned to process their emotions without always needing someone else to hold them up, and that creates a deep internal foundation. Robert, a 75-year-old war veteran, lost his wife of 40 years. Instead of collapsing into bitterness, he found peace in daily hikes and quiet reflection. He told me, "You don't overcome pain by avoiding it. You meet it, walk with it, and let it teach you." Halfway through, if any of these qualities remind you of someone you know, or of yourself, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your story. Now let's move to a trait often overlooked in today's noisy world: gratitude. Older people who spend time alone often develop a powerful appreciation for the small things: morning light, birdsong, a handwritten note. They slow down, and in doing so, they notice what others rush past. Ina, a retired nurse, told me how her morning walks, just her, a path, and the rising sun, became sacred. She wasn't waiting for something big to feel thankful. She found joy in the simple act of noticing. That's a superpower, and it's available to anyone who takes time to be still. Next, empathy. Many assume that solitude makes people cold or detached. But in truth, it often makes them more empathetic. When you're alone, you have time to think about others, to process your own pain and use it as a bridge to understand someone else's. Helen, an 82-year-old retired social worker, lives alone but volunteers 3 days a week at a local shelter. Her voice is soft, but her heart is enormous. She once told me, "When you sit with your own silence, you learn how to listen to someone else's." That right there is the magic of solitude. Let's talk about something many struggle with: boundaries. Older people who like being alone are often excellent at setting boundaries. They don't overcommit. They don't say yes when they mean no, and they protect their peace without apology. Take Aunt Beatrice. She's 73, and she's taught me more about boundaries than any self-help book. She declines invitations with grace. She ends conversations when they no longer feel respectful. And she never feels guilty for putting herself first. Her life is a lesson in the power of quiet self-respect. And finally, a deep appreciation for relationships. Yes, you heard that right. Older people who enjoy solitude often value their relationships even more. Why? Because time alone teaches you the value of genuine connection. They don't crave constant company, but when they do spend time with others, they're fully present. Uncle David, 78, spends most evenings alone, but every Sunday he hosts a small dinner with his closest friends. No phones, no distractions, just conversation, laughter, and connection. He told me, "Solitude fills my cup, but people remind me why I need it filled." So what can we learn from all this? That being alone isn't something to fear. It's something to understand. It doesn't mean you're isolated. It means you've created space for growth, reflection, and renewal. To those watching who enjoy their own company, embrace it. You possess some of the rarest qualities in today's world: depth, clarity, peace, and resilience. And to those who struggle with being alone, maybe it's time to explore it. You might just discover sides of yourself you've never met before. Thank you for spending this time with me. If any part of this video resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't yet, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Every time you do, it helps us reach more people who need these quiet but powerful messages. Until next time, take care of your soul, find strength in the silence, and remember, you are never alone in choosing peace.